What's up guys, Venom, welcome back. Found this cool image of Venom. Thought I'd draw it, really cool. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. We're kind of looking down on him, right? So he's doing this big roar. It's kind of this forced perspective thing that it's a down shot. So like his body gets real skinny and we can see legs down here, right? So kind of an action pose, right? So not like just like a portrait. So, where to begin? Eludes me. This way. So, right, so the top of his head, right, so his mouth, it's kind of like wrinkly, sort of comes across this way, right? Just get sort of the main shape in first. Right, so this is like his jaw, top of his jaw here. And then the bottom, like this big smile, comes down here. Bumping sort of thing, goes in behind teeth somewhere here. Chin comes back down, up, out to his jawbone, back up around to here, and then we'll get like the side of his head sort of here, and it's just like a big round head. It's kind of bumpy around the eyes and stuff, right? So curving around like this. Okay, so it's kind of like this letter C sort of thing, or you know, like those musical notes, actually, you know, those, what would you call them? I don't actually know what they're called. Kind of looks like that to me, or like a weird Pac-Man. So that's kind of the shape for his head, right? So then we'll detail it up. So we've got an eye in here, and it's that sort of spiky sort of white eye going that way, and then a big frown sort of line here, right? So that's the white part of his eye, and then another spiking section here, and then it kind of goes around the back of his head up here, back in then this side, and the kind of all these symbiote ooze coming out along the eye, just there. And again, you can add like some more wrinkles as much as you want, as much of this texture as you want, just on the eye and around his like bottom of his eye and his lip and stuff going this way. Okay, and then on his jaw, maybe some stretch lines. Like so. So then we have that pink sort of gum line, right? So he's got like that, it's kind of like a dinosaur. I don't know if you follow any of my dinosaur tutorials, but they've got this sort of piece of skin on the inside of their mouth, and Venom has it too. And then along the top he's got a gum, right? So he's got like just this kind of bumping, this is all teeth, right? So each of these will be a tooth, and you could do this kind of randomly, you know, his teeth are sort of all over the map, so don't worry if it's not exactly like mine. So each one of these will represent a tooth. Right? This kind of a thing. My chair is squeaky. So just keep adding teeth then. And they go in all sorts of different directions. Some get bigger, some get smaller. this kind of a thing. And then we some like down at the back of his mouth as well. Just hanging out sort of down here. Textures on these gums. Right, and then the teeth at the bottom. So again, we've got like big ones and small ones. So starting say here. And then we just like spike loads of these. We got to give them gum lines as well. There. Right, and then like a little one on the inside, and then a real big one. Like his jaw is real stretched. So it comes down this way. Loads of these teeth now. Going around kind of in this circular sort of way. And this has all more teeth gum lines. Like that. And then his tongue comes out from the back of his throat here, right? So kind of goes, yeah, just like this weird sort of thing going this way. Back into the mouth and down. Right, and so this will have like lots of sort of textures and weird ooze and everything coming off it. So we just add these, like all these lines on it and stuff. And of course, like you got to do like the drool and everything. And like, you know, spit just kind of flying off. The inside of his mouth here, and this could have like some more texture lines and all that, just like around his gum here. I'd say like the hole for the back of his throat to be in here somewhere, and then more texture lines around that. Okay. Now, that's his head, pretty much, right? So, again, action pose, so big muscular anatomy, right? So, easiest way to do this, let's see. So, the center line for his chest is just below kind of his chin here, right? And this big chest muscle goes down and then goes like up into his armpit, up here somewhere. Right, and then the top of it will go here. Right, so it's like basic superhero, like bodybuilder style. Center line for his body goes down this way, right? So he's got like ab muscles, say here, coming down in a sort of a broken line there. The other side of his chest comes up like so, and it's kind of raised up, right? So it goes like back into his teeth, and the other, the top of that goes that way. So we've got like his side body, so like his ribs and abs just going down, right? It goes into his crotch sort of area, I guess is what you call it. And then we got like more abs, sort of bodybuilder style. So we'll go, so if that's, has to be a rib cage or an ab, so then we'll go like that, right down this way. Right, so that kind of a thing. It's real big. And of course we have that white spider all here. So on this side, right, he has a crazy big trapezius muscle, right? So like it's ridiculous big, right? And you have like neck roping sort of neck muscles coming down that way. And then into his center of his chest. Your neck muscles always go into like the center of your chest there. You could have like some more of those. Like another neck muscle going that way to the other side of his head. And like Adam's apple sort of area there. And then we have a crazy big shoulder on this side. So you can't see the shoulder. Well, you can. We can see the shoulder here, sorry. On this side of his body, right? And then the other one is here. So deltoid muscles, you usually have 3. He's like 4. So, but I think humans only have 3. But, well, is that true? 1, 2, yeah, I think maybe that's a back muscle we can see. So 1, big shoulder, right? Kind of like a love heart sort of shape, like that. See, you've got like all these muscle fibers on it. And there is a back muscle here. And then a big bicep. Just there. And then his tricep, crazy big as well. And this will come down to his forearm. Right, which like curves around this way and it meets his hand eventually here somewhere. But I will come back to the hand. Right, so it's like big forearm muscle lines. Okay, so we'll just get some more of his body in, right? So like you've got his rib cage. And then his like waist comes down here around his thigh, which goes down off my page. And then like his gluteus maximus sticks out there. And then his thigh muscle comes down this way and you have like muscles on his muscles. It's like his hip, his rib cage and his hip, and then there's all spider lines in here, and we're looking down so we can see like his other knee. It looks like his other knee anyway, just here. Kneecap. Just going off that way. You got like thigh muscle. Like there. And then like as much texture and stuff as you want to put on him, like, or he could just be black, you know, you don't have to do textures and stuff. So there's a hand here and a hand here. I'll do those kind of together because they're a little bit complicated. So we'll just get the spider on his chest here. So we just do the head. So we got this spike, the mandibles on the head here. Comes down. Like that. And so the legs go out and into his armpit, and there's 8 spider legs. So we just go up, and it's like lightning, goes up and down, right? So each one, you could do them as complicated or as not complicated as you want, really. So this one goes underneath the armpit here. Next one, you just follow the previous one. Keep going. And this will all be white. So This one goes around his chest. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So it's like up underneath his chest muscle. Kind of get tighter here. Under there, so that's that. And then the white sort of part of the body just comes down his abs. Got a spike and a spike, and it's all white here. It comes back in, and then we have some more legs just going around his chest here. You're aiming into his armpit for these. So black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Okay. And then hands. Okay, so hands are always more complicated to draw. So there's one here. We'll just focus on this one first. So big claw hands. Okay, so it's just coming out from behind the chest, right? So we got like the bottom of his hand just kind of bumps around like this sort of W shape, like that, right? And this is always connected to the thumb on this side. So it goes up, curves around, down, and then we have a thumbnail there, and then the thumb curves around like that. Side of his hand then comes up to the fingers, and then a big nail, and then this goes down like so. So my pinky then on this side, like this. Ring finger for when he gets married. Imagine Venom getting married. What would the wedding be like? Nail. Yep. There. And then like palm of the hand lines and stuff. And then his wrist. There, right, so, and then this one is like real big, right? So it's like closer to the camera, right? So we've got like some forced perspective here. Okay, so this is pretty crazy. Big finger. Okay, thumb. We've got a big claw here. And then the thumb comes out the back, down, in, bumping out again, back down to there, and then the thumb comes around like that, and then we have the palm of his hand like here, and then there's the index finger claw here, and then this seems to like curve around here, so crazy big finger down to his knuckles, around like that, right? And then the next one, so it curves down, around, out, up, and then we have another big claw here. Tip of the finger curves around that way, and then the palm, the finger going into the hand that way. And you could have, like, you know, knuckle lines and stuff on all this. And then another finger coming out behind, big claw, curvy part of the finger there, and then the hand inside, and then the final finger with a big claw just sticking out like this. Goes into the hand there. You could have some, like, palm of the hand lines and stuff, like so. Okay. Vein on his bicep. Do do do. Just tidying up some of my edge lines now. Okay, I think that's the best I can do. Venom in an action pose. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.